And I'm very pleased to be joined now by St. John Sea Dogs forward Nico Blachman. Well, Nico, your first season in the QMJHL is now over. Tell me about 2015-16 for you.
Well, it's been a ride. I think this season's been great. I think the decision that I made back in November to come here to St. John and sign with St. John Sea Dogs was one of the best decisions I made. I think this year went really well. We had a great group of guys, and I think by far tightest team I've ever played for.
Well, yeah, you mentioned making the decision back in November. You didn't start the season with this team. You were in a different location. But making the decision to come to the Q and a strange market, strange league, everything like that, could not have been easy. But do you feel like it was the right one for sure?
Yeah, definitely the right one for me, for my hockey career. I think here everything's professional. Everything is like everyone's watching, eyes are on you. So you have to be like a pro and do what pros do. And I think this league is going to help me mature and not only become better as a player, but as a person too, mature-wise.
When do you think you found that comfort level? Because I'm sure there was a little bit of an adjustment period. So when did you feel like, you know what, yeah, okay, I feel good here?
Well, like my first, I'd say 2 weeks, I was kind of quiet, but the boys were really welcoming, which helped a lot. And we're all hockey players. We're all here for the same thing. So instantly we got along. And I think just like even for my first week here, I felt at home, and all the boys were great.
Your team won the Maritimes Division title. You also made it to the third round of the postseason. Sum up the season for me in your eyes.
Well, honestly, I could say we made it where we made it because of the boys in the locker room. The character that our team has is unlike another. I'm just like I'm proud to be a Sea Dog, like with the accomplishments that we had this year, and I'm looking forward to next season. I think there's big things ahead for this organization.
When you look at this year, what are the highlights that are going to stand out for you?
Probably my first goal in the Q, because that was a nice thing to get, and then also just that stand out for me would be just when I get out there and try to get the boys going. It's always a good feeling to look at the bench and see all the boys on their feet and cheering for you. So that was nice moments.
When you look at this season and see what the team has accomplished and what it's gone through to get to this point, you mentioned that it's one of the closest groups of players that you've ever been a part of. Why do you think that is? What brought these guys together?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't here for the first half of the season, but as soon as I got here, I was welcomed in right away, and I think that shows a lot about our team and the guys. They're not afraid to let other people into the circle. Like if you're on the team, like you're a Sea Dog, you're one of us. So I think that's kind of how we roll in our heads. We don't really have any little cliques like other teams do. We're all just kind of a family, and I could say like I would never be like mad or anything about rooming with one of the guys on the team. Every guy on this team is one of my best friends, so I think that's what makes it special.
Was it hard to see the playoff run come to an end the way it did?
Yeah, it was. Someone has to win, someone has to lose, and but I think with this group of guys, like we never gave up, that's for sure, and it was a good run.
So obviously it'll be a big off-season for you as you try to prepare to come back and play in your second year in the QMJHL. What are some of the things you're going to focus on in order to make yourself as ready as you can be?
Just a lot of off-ice work and getting stronger, getting bigger, and getting faster, and work on some skill and try to produce more for the team next year.
What do you feel like you have to do that? Are you going to get into the weight room more, or just try and get on the ice a little bit more this summer?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be in the weight room every day, and then on the ice in Florida, I could probably get on like five times a week at most. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll be making some trips up north to go train with some teammates on the team and stuff like that. So I'll be doing a lot of hockey.
How exciting is it for you knowing the potential in the group that's that's eligible to come back. A lot of the guys that were here, you're among them, are eligible to return and be part of this team next year. And knowing that each of those guys will be a year older, a year bigger, stronger, faster, and have that playoff experience behind them, how exciting is that, knowing what you're going to be walking into next year?
It's really exciting. A lot of these guys that are coming back, just like most of them were like the core of this team. I think next year we're going to be a tough team to beat. I'm not worried about the boys training in the summer. I think everyone's going to do what they have to do, and that's the kind of team we have. Everyone's going to be ready to battle for each other, and I think next year is going to be a really good one for us.
Nico, have a great summer.
Thank you.